Awakening from the illusion. The universe is showing you what you need to do, and yet we spend our whole time working against it. You imagine that there's energy that is part of everything. So when you do something that is not in line with that energy, you're working against it. The illusion is that you have to have certain things to be happy, certain things to have love, certain things to make you successful, certain things to bring peace to your life. But what you're actually doing in thinking that way is you're separating. So you're taking yourself from a limiting life and creating even more limits. What do I mean by that? You're actually taking yourself from like the sea and going to a rain puddle and expecting that that rain puddle will make your life complete. When you were part of this amazing sea that was part of everything. Yes, you're going to have sea storms. Yes, you're going to have times when it's not flowing at all. Yes, you're going to have a time when you can ride the wave. Yes, you're going to have so many different experiences. But if you're 99% of the time living in an illusion, then you need to waken up. The awakening is about you being part of the connection. You being part of yourself. You being who you are. You living a life of enjoyment in what you do. And the problem is that we're so separating through our mind, through our body, through our soul, that we're just overloaded. We're just struggling so much in life. Because every lack we think of, every thought we think of that we have to do to make our life complete is taking us from being. You can't be happy unless you're being happy or doing stuff that allows happiness to flow. Now, you can think, all right, I'm going to go and eat that cake, that cake will make me happy. It might make you happy for a quick fix, but it probably won't make your body happy, because your body will have the true essence of how you feel about that cake. And you might feel guilty. You might feel that you're overweight. You might feel that that cake is not going to be able to digest it properly. This is the true essence to what we need to understand. The illusion is that if we're rich, we're going to be happy. If we find the perfect partner, we're going to be happy. These are all illusions. You have a journey to go on. You're on this journey. You even have a choice of how to do the journey. You have a choice of what to do, people to meet. But because you're so much worried about life and living, you're attracting other people that are worried about life and living. You're attracting to see more. Tony Robbins goes on about, you can't see the salt and pepper when you want to see the salt and pepper. Why? Because your mind and your body is going with what you truly are feeling, what you truly are being. And that is the key to the illusion. If you're being happy, if you're the energy of happiness, if you're the automatic flow, which when we talk about the automatic flow, it's what happens when you align the mind, the body, and the soul. You're not concentrating on that which you feel that your brain is trying to release. You're allowing whatever's going to happen. So, for example, for this moment, in this moment, whatever I feel, think, or do is going to create my next moment. So if I can actually get myself and just being what happiness is, And it doesn't even have to be associated with a certain object or anything. I could just feel happy. I am happy. I enjoy being happy. I appreciate being happy. I have gratitude that I have the opportunity to be happy. I have so many wonderful things going for me. All of a sudden, your energy expands. And when your energy expands, then you're going to see more of what is happiness. And this is why I'm trying to create a peace sanctuary. So that the more people come together, the more people are vibrating, the more people are expanding the energy, the more then the energy is out there to attract, to share, to be a part of, to be in. And then eventually goes into the automatic flow where it just happens automatically that we are happiness, we are enjoying. So this big illusion that you have to have all these things, a certain car, a certain lifestyle, is not the way forward. And that is why the world is feeding off the illusion. It's trying to limit us to that little pool instead of being part of the sea. Because it's easy to manage when we're part of the little pool. We have a limited amount of things that we can get involved in, that we can share with, that we can create, that we can expand the energy to help others. And so it is time to awaken up. We're all in this dream world. And because of this dream world that we're all focusing on money, the world has no money. But has it? When everybody's vibrating and they haven't got money, what is the perception? What is people being indoctrinated with? The fears, the worries, the doubts. Because why? That is the overall energy that's out there. And then anybody who is awakened and tries to show a different way of life is immediately subdued, is immediately hammered, is immediately stopped. Do you really want a life where you're not happy and not loved? It's totally up to yourself, because in this moment you can be. And that's why I created my miracle meditation. So that you can actually flow in all these different wonderful areas of freedom, of happiness, of joy, of peace. And then you'd find more peace in your life as you let go of that which is not helping you to flow in your body. You're starting to see another world out there of beauty and awe, of magical people sharing amazing things. It is time. Because if we carry on, then we're going to carry on not being who we are, which is also automatically aligned with the universe and the source within. We are actually separating ourselves. We can't because we're all linked, but we're feeling less part of the bigger picture because we're not flowing, we're not enjoying, we're not happy, we're not fulfilling our lives, we're not living our dreams, we're not living. And so if we spend all our time not living, what are we? You know, these are the questions you've got to ask yourself. 49 years soul searching, spiritual journey to find that everything's relative. That actually it is the energy that we feed our inner self, our inner soul. The soul's inner voice was created because it goes beyond just the inner voice to the soul's voice, which is more of peace and love. It's more of the connections. It's more of seeing the beauty in all and how every single thing comes together to make that most amazing moment. Like a flower when it blooms. It's all those years of growing and nurturing and love, and then all of a sudden it just blossoms into the most perfect thing. And then even when it dies, it's setting its way for another beautiful thing to grow and blossom. And so that's what we are, ever evolving. And when you realise that, then you enjoy even things that you do silly, like stubbing your toe and stuff like that, or whatever. You just laugh it off. Because why? You're not totally connected to the illusion. There's so many people trying to distract themselves for quick fixes, trying to find who they are, trying to fight injustice so that they can be part of something. And we need to be oneness again. We need to be part of everything. But the problem is that people are struggling because of the illusion. People are struggling to be part of anything because it doesn't feel right when we're part of it. So then they try and help, but to help others, you can't help someone who doesn't want to help themselves. And then you're creating a lack for having to go and help people. So it's time for you to just be the energy. Get back to the moment. Just be that energy. Understand the past has made you the wonderful person you are. The future is there to enjoy. And we just got to stop creating this illusion of trying to be something. You're already got all the energies to be the perfect energy. You are the perfect energy. Your vessel is only based on what you're feeding it, what you're holding on to, what you are attracting, your environments. All these things are adding together. And so if you are ill, understand the experience of being ill. What is it? What is the big picture to why you're ill? What is the big picture to why you're attracted? What is the big picture to why you're vibrated? You know, it could even be a lesson from the past. So once you start to look at this, you'll start to see a whole different world out there. You'll start to understand what you've created and what you then can uncreate. You'll start to understand that why you evolved in that certain way, what your part to play is. The more we come together and learn just to be the energy, the more we go from wanting to be happy to the energy of happy, to eventually happiness actually revolving in that. You know, you get into a river. At first, you have all the fears and doubts about the river. Then you start to flow a little bit. And then all of a sudden, you're supported. You're guided around the rocks. All of a sudden, then you start to enjoy the journey. It might get quicker. It might feel better. You might feel a part of it. You then see the sides of all the beautiful things. You suddenly are relaxed. You open all your senses. You're starting to feel the journey. You're starting to enjoy the magic of the moment. You're starting to feel alive again because your whole body is experiencing. You've not shut down parts of your body and go, oh, no, I can't feel that because, you know, it might hurt myself, you know, they might not talk to me again or this, that and the other. We are so caught up in not doing, in not being. Just do it. Just go and do something now. And then you'll just evolve into thinking of doing something else. And then you'll be guided how to do it to the best of its ability. And then you'll feel better because you've done something in life. That's why creating, sharing, you're sharing your passion, enjoyment, all these things are part of the universe. They're not part of the illusion. You don't have to create for anybody else. You can create for yourself. You don't have to be happy for anybody else. You can be happy for yourself. And then your life changes in a way that you've just been awakened to the new world that's out there, that you've always been a part of the whole time. And you only see glimpses of it because there's only glimpses or times when you're a part of it. And who's created that? Give me answers of all the things that makes you feel alive, that makes you feel at peace, frees you up, makes you feel that you're loved and supported. What your passion is. Share it. Enjoy it. And then maybe we all can come together and ignite each other, plant the seeds of hope. And that's what the Peace Sanctuary is all about. Planting seeds. Whether people want to nourish them, grow them, blossom them, make them alive is up to them. But we're here just to plant the seeds, whether it's for ourselves or for others.